I had 400,000 followers across social media and I walked away from it all. Well, I didn't really walk away. I shifted. And I shifted because I began my career and my brand as a motivational speaker. And I since then have transformed myself as an individual as well as my business. If you are a content creator or influencer and you find yourself in a position where you feel stuck because the content that you are creating no longer aligns with where you're going, this video is definitely for you. I want you to stay with me because I'm going to be sharing with you my journey and how you can get out of that stuck position. So let me go ahead and share with you a little bit of what I built. So I really became a content creator back in 2015, but I didn't start doing it full time until 2020. Now in 2018, that was my breakout year as a motivational speaker. That's when I started to travel the world and speak on stages and really hone into my craft. I loved it. 2019 was an amazing year for me, and 2020 I thought was going to be my breakout year. And as we all know, what happened? COVID. Everything was shut down and I was no longer booking speaking engagements, and I needed to think really quick on my feet what to do. So I began to create motivational content on TikTok, and that really took off. Within 3 months, I grew a following of over 100,000 followers. And then shortly after, it grew to 300K, but all with a motivational audience. So here's what was really happening. During that time, I had a motivational brand, as I should, because I still considered myself a motivational speaker. However, on the back end, my offer and what I was offering my community was coaching and consulting. So I was teaching entrepreneurs or emerging entrepreneurs how to build an online brand. How can you leverage content creation, video to be exact, to build an online brand? And so I began building a business as a content coach. And that worked well. That was something that I still love to do. And I still coach entrepreneurs on how to do that. However, there was a disalignment with the content that I was promoting and my actual offer. So I realized that motivation content was attracting the wrong audience. It wasn't attracting my ideal customer. I was attracting people who wanted inspiration, as they should. I was motivating and inspiring them with my words. However, I wasn't attracting individuals who wanted transformation. And my programs provided transformation. It provided brand visibility. It provided entrepreneurs to grow the back end of their business. And it also helped some of my clients land brand partnerships. So I started to think, if I want to scale this business, I have to show up as the expert in what I'm selling. And some of you may find yourself in that position where the content that you're posting on social media doesn't connect to your back-end offer. It doesn't connect to what you're building your business for. And if this is you, I want to really share a few tips on how I was able to slowly begin to pivot in order to really build the business that I call my forever business. So I made that hard decision to pivot. And the thing about it was, I knew that I would lose a good amount of my following, and I was okay with that. You have to be okay with losing what is no longer for you in order to release and open up space for the things that are. And I spent a lot of time and effort building my community. So it took me years to pivot. You notice how I said, in 2020, I began building my motivational brand. I didn't begin to pivot until mid 2024 and early 2025. So this has just been the past 15 months that I've been pivoting. And it's been hard. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and sit here and tell you that it's been easy and I'm thriving in this new community. No, it's still hard because you can't expect all of your audience to go on this new journey with you. They followed you for a reason. And I'm not mad at them. The people who unfollow or who move on, like, I get it. I get it. And so what I've had to learn how to create my new content is, how can I merge the inspiration within my new business content? How can my new pillars still incorporate that inspirational feel? Because that's really the core of who I am. I'm a former teacher. I love educating. I love teaching. I love speaking. It comes innate to me, it's something that comes very natural. I don't have to force myself to get on camera and to speak. This is new, right? Me creating YouTube videos without a script. This is day 4. So this is still new to me, but I'm enjoying this journey. I truly am enjoying this journey. Lost my train of thought, but I'm going to go back. So I made that hard decision to pivot because I knew that in order for me to scale and grow my forever business, I needed to now have content that aligned with my business. And so my new business model shifted a little bit. I have a digital marketing agency. It's predominantly all digital products and consulting. And before, my consulting and coaching was about 90% of my business, is what I was doing full time. I had group coaching programs. I had one-on-ones. I was helping clients, build curriculums. I was helping them publish their books on Amazon. I was helping them build their e-commerce website. I did it all. And it was fun, but it was draining. And so I knew that I needed to shift my business model in this new, season in order for me to not just have the time freedom to do other things that I desire to do, but also to build a business that can sustain. And so now digital products and brand partnerships are a good 90% of my business model. And then the other 20%, 10%, I would say about 80%, I would say 20% is coaching and consulting and mentorship. And, that decision was hard. And I understood that I was going to lose followers. I was going to lose revenue temporarily. And I was also going to probably go backwards a little bit. But sometimes you have to slow down in order to speed up. And I was willing to sacrifice this down season because I know that I was building something that would sustain me over a long period of time. So here's what I'm building right now. I'm building a brand and a business that all connects. There's no more a disconnect between what people see online and what I am showing up as. So if I go book a speaking engagement, if I'm hosting a webinar or masterclass, if I'm creating content online, they're going to be like, oh, do you pay? Yes. She talks about all things digital products, automation, and AI. It's not going to be, oh, do you pay? Yeah, she's the motivational speaker. Oh, wait, what? She's a content coach too? Or you get what I'm saying? There's going to be a connection. And shout out to all my clients during those years who still trusted me and knew that I was the go-to content coach to come to. Because now that I think about it, I'm like, man, I guess my content still resonated with them because I still had full programs. But now I'm hoping to do the same, but with what I'm building right now. So again, if you are a service-based entrepreneur, you're an influencer, you're a content creator, whatever it is that you're doing, if you are showing up online and you are building online, but the content that you are presenting to your community is not aligned with your back-end offers, your programs, your services, or the thing that you want to build as your forever business, it is time to start thinking about how can I make them connected? What do I need to release? And what do I now need to start creating? Because if you still go down that rabbit hole of just creating content for the views, for the likes, for the virality, you're going to find yourself in a position in the near future where you realize that you built this big brand and you're not able to monetize it. And when you start to tell people, hey, I just published a book, they're like, okay, great, congratulations. And no one's buying, right? Because they're like, I didn't need that. I just needed the inspiration. And I just wanted to watch you play video games. Cool, you wrote a book, cool. But what does that have to do with video games? I followed you to watch you play video games. Or I followed you because of your health and fitness. I didn't know that you did this thing over here, right? So just make sure that you're you're very mindful of your journey and your end goal. If you can keep that end goal in mind, I think you're always going to be okay. Well, thank you so much for listening, y'all. I've been enjoying this. I've been posting videos every day. This is day 4, I believe. And it's been amazing just showing up. This has also helped me with my speaking because I've been off the stage for quite some time. I think this has helped me get back to speaking on the fly and not really having to rely on a script or anything. I have like little bullet points of what I want to hit, but this has been an amazing journey, and I want you to stick with me if this is something that you're interested in as well. I'm going to be posting every day for the next, I said 30 days in my last video, but it's really the next 100 days. Why not? I have nothing to lose, right? 2026 is our year. This is the year to pivot. This is the season to do something new. This is the season to do the thing that you've been wanting to do. And this is the season to show up fully as your best self. So join me on this journey and let's do this together. I am Dupe Aleru, and this was your Daily Dose with Dupe. And if you want to learn all things automation, I would say AI, as well as digital products, this is definitely the channel for you. And I'm going to be storytelling and really teaching you and sharing with you like my journey and my process of being an online entrepreneur and an entrepreneur of over 15 years. It's been a long time, y'all. It's been a long time. All right, y'all. I will see you in the next one.